Hi, this is Glenn with Freedom for Life Fitness, and we're going to talk about GLP-1 medications. You probably know somebody or probably have heard of these medications over the last few years. They've really gained dramatic popularity. Some of the most common brands are Wegovovy, Ozempic, and Zepbound. So, what do these do and why are they effective? They're effective for several reasons. Number one is they help you improve your blood sugar. Number two, they make you eat less. You're not as hungry. And sometimes you can actually get nauseous, which it goes without saying, if you feel a little bit nauseous, you're not going to feel like eating as much. But they do suppress the appetite. And they also slow the stomach emptying, making us feel fuller longer. So there's reasons why they are effective. If you know somebody on them, most people who go on these lose weight, and many lose a significant amount of weight. So now that we know the basics behind how they work, let's talk about some of the pros and some of the cons. Well, the first pro we already talked about. You can lose weight, and you can often lose between 10 and 20% of your body weight. Also, I mentioned earlier, it improves our blood sugar. So it's going to decrease your chances of having type 2 diabetes and improve your A1C, which is another measurement of your blood sugar. We know that when we can control our blood sugar, forget it if you're on the medication or not, if you control your blood sugar, you're going to have a better time when it comes to losing weight. There's also cardiovascular benefits, especially for those who already have diabetes or those at greater cardiovascular risk. As we mentioned earlier, it suppresses our appetite, so we're eating less. And it also may improve kidney function. So those are some of the big pros of these medications. What are some negative things about these medications? One of the biggies or the big cons is GI problems. For example, nausea, constipation, bloating, and also diarrhea. So those are some big problems that many people who go on GLP-1s experience is GI problems. Besides GI problems, there's also the chance of muscle loss, especially if you're not engaging in strength training and consuming enough protein. Since you tend to consume less calories on the GLP-1, it's a good idea to make sure that a higher percentage of your calories come from protein so you can maintain your muscle mass even while eating fewer calories. And also, like I mentioned earlier, don't forget the strength training. Very important. Another con is some people get injection site reactions. While not as common as GI problems, some people do experience this. Another potential con is the long-term safety. Some people will say that they're dangerous long-term. Other people will argue or push back on that. From my research, there doesn't seem to be any clear-cut information or research that shows long-term problems with these medications. And lastly is price. They can be over $1,000 a month, and most people can't afford it. So if they don't have good insurance, they may be out of luck. They are trying to create more generics to bring the price down, but that's a little bit iffy, and sometimes they're hard to get. So price is a big problem with these GLP-1 medications. Another con is weight regain. Most people who go off these tend to gain the weight back. Some people say they've learned new eating habits and patterns, so when they go off, they don't regain the weight. But research shows that many people who go off the medications do regain either some or all of the weight. Also, they're not good for everyone. People with existing GI problems should probably not go on it. People with pancreatitis and those with thyroid cancer should stay clear. So those are some of the pros and some of the cons of the GLP-1. If it's something you're considering, talk to your doctor because they have been shown to be effective, but they're not without risk. This is Glenn, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up below and subscribe to our channel. Also, head over to freedomforlifefitness.com and learn more about how we can help you reach your health and fitness goals.